Welcome to another episode and video on my Raspberry Pi 2 running Ubuntu Linux and robot operating system. It's connected serially to Minicom serial terminal over the network with a laptop using VNC virtual network computing and with a band cable connected to the GPIO, general input output, to this breadboard with some electronics as well as fischertechnik motor with propeller, phototransistor and LED. And depending on what is running, various things work or won't. And just prior to recording I fixed wiring. So with the original packet that I made, Robot Pi, let's see if the hardware still works. It's always a surprise. ROS core is already running, so I start a publish Robot Pi publisher, and then I start the Robot Pi subscriber. Then indeed the propeller runs, the LED should work. Yeah, it does work. Yeah, there it goes. Then also now the little green LED should work, and then using a flashlight the red LED should work. So that is all nice. Last time I managed to get the new package Motoric working, and that was by quite a surprise, because the way that I got it working finally was in the same way that it didn't work earlier. So how is that possible? Anyway, I haven't tried it yet. Again, I mean. And the objective for today, after proving that this still works, is getting things done for Motorics in the same way that it should work for robotics, which is making custom messages and have them work. And there is a big challenge, because somehow it did work first with Robot Pi and it doesn't now. So how would that way be with Motorics? And the only way to try, or the only way to find out, is to try. So let's see on screen whatever happens, and who knows that I can use this and this one just as well as the electronics, and I think those are even simpler or more direct. And the idea is of course to use separate messages for each of those, but I'll be very happy if the messages work anyway. So let's see. Alright, so right now the Pi package is still working. So let's cut this one and cut this one. Then here is Motorics sub. Nothing in it yet. Well, nothing is not really true, of course. Then I should compare sub with sub and pub with pub to get everything really working. So let's get down to this one. and okay. So I need a callback, that's for sure. How do I do a callback? Well, in dev listener, as you can see here, subscriber callback 1. So that is to keep things rather simple. So go to callback 1. What do I do? Just something to print. And for starters, I think that's a nice one. So rather than typing everything again, I will do just copying and see how that ends up. Then of course I save this here, because now I have the callback and I have to yeah, let's minimize this one for now. Then I have to compare these two. DevTalker, yeah, right. Publish motoric string. Should be too hard. But you never know, whatever happens. So in here I publish one thing, and then motoric string, yes, publish motoric string, very good. I think that is all I need for now. So with this working, at least it did last time, let's now see if motorics indeed does print motorics on screen. This is motorics publisher, and this is motorics subscriber now. Quite easy to know, this is motorics and I need this one. Subscriber. I'm not doing mechatronics right now. So run this one. Should work. Yeah. Then right. So what does it do? I heard callback. Okay, so I should start seeing callback here. But will it? See, a motoric subscriber hasn't yet been activated, set executable. So this is motorics publisher, that's fine. Let's make here the motorics subscriber. I'm lazy in typing, especially when I have to do things. So go to source, then motoric, and then scripts. Look at this one. Yes, motoric sub is still not executable. No, and this is different. Change mode to executable for motorics sub. Alright. Now let's see what happens. Publisher. Yes. Subscriber. Okay. I heard motorics. and actually it has a double I, which is non-intentional, but it shows that this is being heard and printed on screen. So right now both work through the callback, and that is very nice. Very nice indeed. So first stop the subscriber, then the publisher. With this element done, I need a message, a new message, and then I come into the segment of yes, of what actually. I have with the publisher several messages, these, and I have most in the subscriber as well. Now the big question is where to go. And oh, by the way, you see that the propeller is still working. That is because I interrupted the RaspberryPi publisher in a situation that it actually had the propeller activated. So it keeps running. Let's activate this one for now. And then I have, of course, to activate the subscriber as well. Let's see where I can find it. Shouldn't be that hard. Okay, different window it be. Here. Now it works. It will stop. Yep, and exit. And now it stops. Now it stops the correct way. I can pull the wire, but that's not nice. So where to go? Messages. So now to make things easy, from the message directory in RaspberryPi, I check which one to use. Well, let's take one that is not accepted. This one it would be rather easy. I take FT sensor. Which sensor would that be? Well, I have no clue actually, but I do have a phototransistor that I can sense. So what's the content of phototransistor? This, just this. So I take this one and exactly this one, and I copy that to and now things get a bit interesting because there is no message yet. How do I exactly create one? Well, let's just be bold and create one myself. So I say make there message, and I copy it straight from there. So copy RaspberryPi message FT phototransistor go. So now I have this, that is to say, oh wait, that's a little mistake. Now it's correct. I copied it into the root of the motoric package, and now I moved it, which is actually copying delete, to the correct way. So now it's in the messages directory. Now the point is, of course, this one I do have to copy to which one? Well, let's do it here in the motorics subscriber. And then to which is it being read? Well, I can easily check that, of course, or should be able to anyway. But the photo transistor through voltage divider is connected to 15, GPIO 15. So with including this one, I actually should look right into this is the subscriber, and here I have 15 is GPIO setup. Okay, so since it misses in the publisher, I have purely used it in or set it up for the subscriber. So I do exactly the same right here. Now I should be able to read it in. Also, where am I reading it in? In callback 2. Should I use a callback 2? Not yet, but I would say if 15 is this, then do that. So this also implies that I have to use 18, but let's do first things first. Callback data and go. And then, of course, without typos and copying errors. So this looks like 2 in 2 or 4. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 it is. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's keep this nice and tidy, otherwise we get very wrong things. And then, very important, making sure that this one is initialized as well. So now, yeah, and this is just without the message. So when this is actually working, I have to put things into a message. How to do that? For now, that's another story. But let's first see if this works. So right now the most important thing is, how will it work? Well, one thing to find out is running the publisher. Go back to the root, one more, yes, run a subscriber, but I will probably have to run catkin make as well first. So let's see how this fares. I will most likely get errors, not from this one. Yeah, no module named. That means that I will run catkin make and see how this is going to end up. Exactly the same. Okay. This is a surprise, unless I did something I should not have done in the way that I put the message in. But let me see how many messages it actually had. Catkin make. And it doesn't do a thing. So let's check how exactly a message has to be made before I go on. And I forgot a very basic thing, which is adding the newly created message into CMakelist text. So this one out here and out of here and out and go there. So now catkin make, and that's by all means quit the publisher as well. And now see whatever happens. And I hope I don't have to make the package list, but we'll see. The one mechatronics, but RaspberryPi2 I don't see one other package coming along. I don't see Motorix coming by, so I won't be surprised if this goes wrong, but let's do it anyway. Publisher, there you go, subscriber, yeah, that won't work. So let's check package XML, but I figure that that won't have to do. Alright. Comparing things for a moment. Do packages stand in here as well? No, they don't. They are not listed in here, so that's a relief. I don't have to do that one. Question is, once again, why doesn't it work? Because now it's getting annoying. That I do run everything I should run, and at the same time I did not get motorics to generate stuff. So let's see here. Traversing, motoric comes after mechatronics. So I see Anders, I see here mechatronics pi, including or using this message to generate one message. Then motoric, but it doesn't generate anything. So that's a problem. And here I am including it. So that's not a good sign at all. And I haven't done by now anything that is wrong. Quitting this one. This is like well, not going well, because the same reason that I have started the new packages is the same thing, which is adding messages, and once it worked, then it refused, and now this one isn't even building it. So that's not good. How to go on is a much better question. But right now, with this coder, it's not going to work. Let's disable this one for now. Save. Let's quit this. No, I should be very careful, because if I quit this one, I quit everything. So let's just go run this one and see if it works. That is a much better idea. So publisher running, subscriber running. Yes, that is working. So now what does this do? Well, this looks like a very good idea, very nicely working thing to me. One step done, but a very important one yet to go. And with that, I'm at the end of this episode. Things are not always going correct, but you know that by now. And this works. So, well, one message not even generated. Why? I don't know yet. But at least ROS itself works. the fact that this works means only that, let's say, ROS works in the case of publisher sub and subscriber. Python works, but that the GPIO works because it's coming from the GPIO straight to the electronics and the fischertechnik. So yeah, that works. The rest, big question mark. So for now, thank you for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. Give the video a thumbs up. Leave a comment if you like. You can also follow me on Twitter. If so, retweet, like and leave a comment. You can also follow me on Instagram. Please like and leave a comment. Please donate to keep videos coming to you. You can also become a patron and have your name mentioned depending on the pledge you make. Either just on my website or on my website and with my videos. And this is, of course, going to be continued. Thank you for watching.